Willis Reed was only 6'8".
Yeah.
What? What do you mean only 6'8"?
Yeah, 6'9", maybe something like that.
He would have picked up Shaq and slam dunked him. That's how crazy Willis Reed was. I think Moses would have killed Shaq and in their prime.
It's a tough one.
No, please.
No, come on.
Moses was going 20. Moses was going 20 for 20 a night. G.
Yeah, Moses was getting 20 and 20. Absolutely. But Shaq, when Shaq was playing, I'm talking about.
But there was a bunch of Bambis when Shaq
I'm talking about when Shaq was in. No, but Shaq made them look like that.
No, they were Bambis.
And I'll tell you the one, because I saw this, okay? They played Portland. Remember Kevin Duckworth?
Oh, he was terrible.
But he was huge.
He was huge.
Shaq moved him with one arm. Like Shaq cleared, this guy had to be, 6'10". He claimed 270, so he was probably 3.
Remember, you ever see Casino?
You know?
When Joe Pesci hit that guy in the head with the phone? That was him. That big white mud of a guy. They just pushed him to the side.
He moved him. With one arm. Like he cleared out.
Oh, he was stronger than shit.
You know, so
I ain't mad at you.
As a Clippers fan, I'm surprised you're going for Shaq.
No, watch.
Shaq was a physical specimen. Like there was nothing, like it was like when Wilt hit the league. Like when Wilt Chamberlain hit the NBA, there had never been anyone like they were like, you can't be that big and that strong and that fast. You know what I mean? And there was nothing they could do. And I think Shaq would have been the same way. Now it would have been tougher if Shaq had to play late 70s, early 80s. It would have been a tougher gig.
Would have been a tougher
It would have been a tougher gig because every night you were going up against a body. You were going up against somebody, you know, and like you said, Joey, these guys came from street ball where
Dave Cowan.
There wasn't that many.
Dave Cowan was a 6'9" white guy.
There wasn't that many
Shaq
rules.
was not going to push him.
there wasn't that many rules.
But Cowan would have came back with a flying elbow. You know, Cowan was tough for a while.
They were tough, man. They were tough.
Cowan,
the game
white
was
dude up in Boston Center.
Hey,
stop it.
Let me tell you something.
He played with freckles.
Charles Oakley's what, 50 now?
Yeah.
Still scary. You still wouldn't want to get on the court with
they throw him out of the garden?
Dolan threw him out of the garden and everyone booed Dolan.
They asked him to leave?
Yeah.
Shit, right?
Yeah, because he was behind Dolan talking shit.
Bro, when I was
Oak, I mean, like you talk about someone's name fitting them, Oak. Yeah, he was a tree. And when he was in the paint, you knew it. You know, this is the big difference in the NBA now, right? Like, so now you have all these shooters and scorers, but you can't play physical defense. You know, we've talked about this before on the show. When you went up against the Knicks, they wanted to hold you to 60 points, right? Oakley, Mason, and Ewing, like ask Reggie Miller what it was like playing against the Knicks. You got hit every time. You know, you did not come in the paint without getting murdered.
I was just on the other night, Detroit against Chicago, when they just went after Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
And they just
them
up. Them motherfuckers started lifting weights. He didn't eat Chinese food no more. Fuck it.
It made him better.
It made him better.
There
were teams that when you went in there, you paid. Yeah. You know, there was a couple guys that got, you know, but before I forget, worst 3 fucking centers, okay? like these are guys that were like off color, okay? And that's who you played against. When Moses Malone played, he played against Artis
Gilmore.
He played against Bob Lanier.
Yeah.
He played against. They were centers, bro.
Yeah.
Those were centers.
The center was a different position back then.
And I think that, and I know a lot of people hate on me for this. I think Shaq had it easy. I think Shaq had Bambi down in San Antonio. He was Bambi, dog.
Oh, you're talking about the Admiral?
Yeah, he was a nice
Admiral
guy.
Wasn't physical. Boy, he was a nice guy.
He was a nice guy.
No, but again, you see, you could make the same argument with Jordan, right? Because the thing, and make no mistake, I'm not saying Jordan was
I seen
great.
Bernard King cover Jordan.
He
had competition.
Jordan didn't have a direct competitor, right? So you had Magic and Bird. If either one of them didn't have to go against the other, they would have won 6 championships. Who else? They had to go against each other every year. And then you had LeBron, who never had the team around him. If LeBron had a Scottie Pippen and, if he had the team Chicago had, then LeBron would have won 6, and this isn't, the Jordan people say this is a knock. I'm not knocking Jordan, but what I'm saying is sometimes you get right place, right time, and he always had a great team around him.
Talking college.
He had a great team around him.
When he was a freshman, he had a fucking team around
Worthy.
him. College, Worthy. I forget the rest. I just remember Jimmy Black, him. Was it Jimmy Black?
Yeah, but it was Worthy's team. That's what people forget. It was Worthy's team. And I did a charity thing with Worthy, right? And it was great. So he's got his wife. This is his second wife. She didn't know him when he played. And I said, "Oh, you never said?" And she said, "No." I said, "You should have seen his first step." She said, "Everyone says that. Everyone mentions his, Worthy's first step. He was gone. It was the quickest. It was like, where'd he go?"
But Worthy had to go up against Walter Davis.
Yeah.
And his cocaine snorting ass.
Well, they had to, and they had to play against Ewing. They had to play against
David Thompson.
Yeah, they had to.
David Thompson.
David Thompson.
54.
David Thompson.
He fell down the stairs.
David Thompson could leap out of the gym like before it was a
48
thing.
inches.
Before it was a thing, David Thompson was what was he? North Carolina State in the 70s or something like that? Or was it? I want to say he was at NC State in the 70s, but he could.
Walter Davis.
Davis was
Carolina.
Davis went to Carolina, but David Thompson could leap, and even and you talk about the 70s, Dr. J with that ABA ball.
Stop it, bro.
Let me tell you, Joey. You cut that fro because the fro was not aerodynamic.
Stop it. Stop it. Don't talk about that man.
The fro was aerodynamic. If you cut the fro and made the man aerodynamic, Doc would. I mean, and again, there's a great book. You love this book. Matter of fact, I should get this for you for Christmas. It's called Loose Balls, the story of the ABA. And it's all the old ABA players talking about when they were in the ABA, Doug Moe and Rick Barry and Dr. J and George Gervin, right? The Iceman.
Harry Keenan.
It was crazy.
That dude from Detroit I mentioned. Marvin Bad News Bonds.
Great book.
My 6th grade teacher, John Barone.
Yeah.
The guy you met played for the Miami Floridians. 2 seasons,